U.S. President Donald Trump has said he is withdrawing National Guard troops from several American cities, including Chicago and Los Angeles, following a recent U.S. Supreme Court ruling that limited his authority to deploy troops for domestic law enforcement. In a message posted on his Truth social platform on New Year's Eve, Trump said the withdrawal would take effect immediately, while leaving open the possibility of future action. He wrote that federal authorities could return in a different and stronger form if public safety conditions were to worsen. The announcement comes after a series of legal developments that challenged the federal government's control over National Guard deployments. Last week, the Supreme Court ruled in Trump v. Illinois that the president did not have the constitutional authority to deploy National Guard forces in Chicago for routine policing duties. The court reaffirmed that such forces are typically under the command of state governors unless formally federalized under limited legal provisions. Earlier on Tuesday, the Trump administration also withdrew a legal motion in California that sought to keep National Guard units in Los Angeles under federal control. That move effectively cleared the way for the troops' withdrawal from the city. Trump's statement also referenced Portland, Oregon, another city where National Guard forces had been deployed during ongoing legal disputes. However, Washington, D.C. was not included in the announcement, and National Guard troops remain active in the U.S. Capitol. The deployments had triggered multiple legal challenges from state and local governments, most of them led by Democratic officials who argued that the federal action exceeded presidential authority. While several hundred troops were sent to cities, including Chicago and Portland, they were not assigned to routine street patrols as the legal cases proceeded through the courts. Trump has consistently defended the deployments, saying they were intended to support law enforcement, reduce crime, and address illegal immigration. He argued that federal involvement was necessary where local authorities were, in his view, failing to maintain public order. Opponents of the deployments rejected those claims, saying existing law enforcement agencies were capable of managing public safety. They warned that using military forces in civilian settings risked eroding democratic norms and public trust. California Governor Gavin Newsom welcomed the administration's decision to abandon its legal challenge, saying it signaled an end to what he described as an unlawful use of federal power. In a social media post, Newsom said the withdrawal confirmed that the deployments lacked a legal basis. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson also praised the Supreme Court ruling, saying it demonstrated the continued importance of constitutional checks and balances. Speaking to Ms. Now, Johnson said the decision showed that presidential authority is not unlimited and that democratic institutions remain capable of restraining executive overreach. The developments highlight ongoing debates in the United States over federal authority, public safety, and the appropriate role of military forces in domestic affairs issues that continue to shape the national political landscape.